the opportunity that awaits, sitting right there on the horizon of your life. But you cannot get there by yourself. We need help. Men need help. And the best place to get it is from other men, healthy men, mature men, which is something we're desperately in need of in our culture. Mature elders who know how to live generatively. And those are the kind of men that can help us find the life we would love to live.
The retreat is Wild God. Talk about what that means to you and what you hope to invite us to experience through that.
When I fall into a posture where I meet what I call meeting God, this wild God, and this God is untamed, man, he's gonna do things that I am not expecting. And he's really not that impressed with my checklist. You know, I read the Bible today. But what he is impressed with, it seems, is when my heart is expanding. And every time I meet with this force of love, that's what happens. And so you're forgiving, and even more than that, the virtues start to show up of compassion, and boom, free-hearted. In my heart, it starts to expand all on its own. I'm not in control of it. So that's the untamed part. When the wild God meets the wild man, suddenly you're loving what you thought you couldn't love before, and maybe you didn't even want to love, but too late. Your heart's expanding. Counsel's a practice that we've inherited that goes back into indigenous cultures all over the world, where men would gather in a circle. Sitting in a circle somehow was always imperative. And in that circle, there was seriousness. They knew they were entering into a sacred conversation. So everything belongs in that circle. There's a remarkable momentum that's already at work. So it's a compelling invitation to gather around a fire, to hear the drums. But I think it does have a more profound influence, moving across the threshold into the next incarnation of ourselves. Once you experience it, it's a powerful invitation into another way to experience something deep.
It sounds like, there's an intuitive knowing early on, coupled with kind of a disillusionment with the kind of the norm. And so would you say that generally speaking, that's probably a good prerequisite for somebody's ready?
Yeah, well, if they're experiencing that, they're going to love it. I think truth resonates. When you experience it, and there's really true meeting true, there is such a sounding there, and you know you've hit solid ground. I think the men who are most hungry for something like this are those who are the most disillusioned. You know, they're sitting around going, my God, really? Is this all there is? And I wake up tomorrow and do more of the same. So there's a great invitation for those guys. But I would say for any man, men who are already having the same kind of conversation you and I are having right now, they're gonna have a great time too. I don't think anybody's gonna be left out. So everything will be working into this full embrace of the wild God, whatever that mysteriously means. And this wild man that's waiting, this untamed man that's waiting to show up. Untamed in the most wholehearted way. So he's not deciding who he loves now. See what I mean? It's untamed. He loves everybody. It's wild like that.
He's not choosing who to love, including himself. He's part of that.
It's exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. You can't leave yourself out. And you start to know what's truly worth loving and what you can let go of in ourselves and others. And that's the forgiving. We always need forgiveness on this plane. If this is your first invitation, come see what we do, and I really believe you won't be disappointed. There's something waiting for them. We gather out in the wild together, and there's the powerful synergy that occurs there among all of us, and the wild God always shows up. I come into the peace of wild things, and for a time, I rest in the grace of the world, and I am free. Come and meet the wild God. That's what we'll do.